What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here. Only you can get us out of it.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter.
Are you military?
No, civilian.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? What's the insertion method? Approach?
Yes.
And then, you want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Don't worry. That suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
What's the time limit?
24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be? When did the countdown start? Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
So who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
Which means that the President must be meeting with his top aides in the map room about now, huh?
No, at this point they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet.
Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes. So is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this. A female analyst? Where's she working from? Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that really the only reason? Who is it? What was your niece doing here? Since when are we friends? No cutoffs involved, okay? What? That doctor, is she part of this operation too? You mean you've seen them naked? What was that injection for? Nanomachines. Say what? It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else? Anything else in there? What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility? Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon? Do we know exactly where they're being held? Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile? Was the number confirmed? Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism? Pal, why not? How well armed are these terrorists? What about their battle experience? So what exactly are they demanding? Remains? Cell specimens? Why would they want that? Strengthened? There are genes that do that? Gene therapy? Okay. And so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right? One of the greatest soldiers ever? You don't mean Big Boss. And then you're gonna transplant those genes into soldiers? The sons of Big Boss? Tell me about these next generation special forces. Who's they? Mercenaries? Video game players, huh? How could an entire unit be subverted to rebellion, but they all took part in the uprising? Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong? They can do that even without you? Liquid Snake. Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service? I have a twin? Why don't I find that thought more comforting? What's the insertion method? And then... Liquid Snake. Anyone going with me? Weapons and equipment OSP? Colonel, can you hear me? I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going? Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here? Who's that? Surveillance camera? Master, what are you doing here? Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh? Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them. To ensure the survival of their own genes, right? Is that a woman? You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right? Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke? Is it possible?
It's possible.
How do they plan to launch? What? Metal Gear. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site? Revolution. Rex. There are 2 passwords? Baker. The president of Arms Tech. You talked. Psycho Mantis. What? Card keys. And if I do that, so where are the keys? Do you know where they might be keeping Baker? Second floor basement. Any other clues? Personal area network, huh? What is it? Pentagon. What is it?
Naomi, the chief. What happened? Colonel, are you hiding something from me? You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Can you shoot me, rookie? You've never shot a person, am I right? You're not one of them, are you? Why? What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot! Who are you?
Is it from the nanomachines? So what was it? So that was Mantis.
Am I too late? You're the Arms Tech president, Kenneth Baker, right? And you? Who are you? Who the hell? Can you talk? What about yours? Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time. What? He couldn't read you? How'd you do it? Surgical implants? Even the DARPA chief? In that case, how did they get your code? What happened to your arm? What's wrong with you? I agree, but what do they really want? You still have the card keys? What? Who does then? Not the terrorists. Woman? Who? A female soldier. It must be. A new recruit. Could that be the colonel's niece? But how did you know she escaped? Codec. What frequency was she at? Is there some other way to prevent the missile launch? Who's that? What if he can't come up with anything? Where is this Emmerich? I understand, but why Metal Gear? So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes.
Muff, what about the other superpowers? Black Project. What's that? What kind of data? Can you walk? I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? Dark little secret. You know him? Naomi. What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology? What are you talking about? What the hell?
Colonel, are you listening? Some kind of poison? Can I trust her? Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound? Are you sure? Is that right? You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right? Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face? You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake? Who knows? Why don't you ask him? What exactly happened here? But what is this place? This is a civilian base? Why Foxhound? Why just this time? So what do you think the terrorists want? That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right? Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything? Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear? Is he still alive? Second floor basement. What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held? What's the security level of the door there? So what now? You want to quit? Be careful, okay? Thanks. Where are you? Yes. Who are you? Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal? Are you nearby? Who are you anyway? What? What are you talking about? Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads? They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless. But how? I can't reach it. Meryl, this pile of corpses. Is this your handiwork? Who are you? What do you want? What is it, revenge? You're talking about the current Foxhound, right? Naomi, you really don't have any idea? What? What? Not again! What's happening? And where is he now? So what about this soldier? And that was Gray Fox. Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner? Is that the only reason? How long are you gonna stay in there? You're the Metal Gear chief engineer, Hal Emmerich, right? Huh. Are you hurt? What's Metal Gear really designed for? You telling me you didn't know? So you really didn't know? President Baker? A railgun, you said. You sure you're not forgetting something? So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh? So this exercise was designed to test the real thing. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it? Where's that? The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too? Yeah. On that leg of yours, you'll just slow me down. You know this place well, don't you? Where are you now? Meryl, what happened? What did she look like? A disguise? Where's that? You're not in pain, are you? You feel okay? Nothing bothering you? And Japanese cartoons played some part in that? You're Meryl? Are you hurt? So why'd you change? What's that mark? Why didn't you contact me?
Is that all? You got the card keys from Baker? Where are the others? Where could the other two be? And what if you do? You wanted to follow in your father's footsteps? So are you a soldier yet? Is that FAMAS functional? Where'd you get that Desert Eagle? Isn't that gun a little big for a girl? What happened to the music? What's wrong? Are you okay? What happened? What the? What's wrong? Who's that? Optic camouflage, huh?
Now that Mantis is beaten, Meryl's brainwashing should wear off, right, Naomi?
Why are you telling me this? A large place? Meryl? What? What's the problem now? How did you know where the mines were? Meryl!
Snipers usually work in pairs, but this one's alone, huh? What's wrong, Naomi? You trying to say that I'm only interested in saving my own skin? What's going on? Bad feeling.
A lady sniper, huh? Meryl, where are my things? So, Metal Gear's armed with a new type of nuclear warhead, huh? The Colonel? What if I did? What do you mean? Is Meryl okay? Trick? Yeah? So what? Huh? The DARPA chief?
Otacon, are you still okay? Why don't you stop playing dumb? Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you? Why did you try to hide it? Does the White House know about this? How deep does it go? Need-to-know basis, is that the idea? Plausible deniability, huh? So patriotism is your excuse for circumventing the Constitution? Why should I? If the situation is so serious, why don't you give in to their demands? Or is there some reason that you can't do that? And that's the only reason? Something in his blood that they wanted? What? Meryl, right?
So you're in this for money?
What? Huh? How did you do that? Any family? Where is he? Hard to believe. Why did you get into genetic research anyway? So you studied about DNA. Memory is stored in DNA? So what about my fate? You know my DNA sequence, don't you?
Otacon? The ninja? Huh?
Is there any cold medicine on this base? You can't cure it? What? The genes? What are you talking about, Colonel? Is that right?
Liquid.
I'm not that big a fool. Isn't there a weapon I can use against him somewhere? What are you talking about? Well, what is it? I hope everyone's enjoying the live broadcast.
Otacon, how'd you get here? You were watching? How did you get up here? The elevator was working? That's what you came to ask? What are you trying to say? You see? Can you fix it? You really look like hell. Are you okay?
Why are you calling me brother? Who the hell are you? What? You fixed it? Is that so? Okay, this is the way to get to where Metal Gear is being stored? What? Yeah, so? Yeah? When you were riding on it, did the weight limit warning go off? How much do you weigh? Otacon, which direction is the underground base? Otacon, were there any other stealth prototypes? Wolf? Sniper Wolf? So then what is it? Are you insane?
Curd. Saladin. You mean Big Boss? What is it?
Negotiations are all finished. Why is the White House being so inflexible? Colonel, is there still something you're hiding from me? What about her? What's up? I didn't know that. What's your point? Yeah? Yeah, what about it? What did you say? She lied. Are you saying that Naomi might be behind it? Could it be? What the hell are all these crows doing around here?
You were the one in the M1 tank? Am I hallucinating? You want to pull each other's ears? Why? What is it? The Angel of Death. But why go to so much trouble? Why impersonate the Chief? What are you trying to say?
Master. Colonel. Is Naomi there? What do you mean? Where is she? I can't believe it. First the DARPA chief turns out to be an imposter, and now Naomi. What the hell is going on here? I suppose you're going to tell me you don't know anything, right? What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide? How do you know that? What should I do? You got some kind of plan? Baker's files. Don't you need a password? Are you a hacker? Does it look like you can get in? How's it going? Do you think you'll break in soon? You got past security? Great. So what do you got? So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about? What? You mean it won't show up on radar? Why weren't they able to develop one until now? Colonel, is this true? Are you listening? Did you know this, Colonel? You mean they ran a computer model? What were the results of the exercise? So you think they can do it? Did you find out how to override it yet? Did you find it? He's just looking to get rich, isn't he? Bribe money, huh? I see. So anyway, what about the override? So how do we deactivate them? But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got one of them. What are you talking about? Shape memory alloy. This card key? First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
Is that the wrong one?
Okay, so what's up? An assassination weapon? FoxDie, what are you trying to say? What is? Yeah? No. You're telling me that Naomi was behind it? Does the Colonel know? Arrest? Are you sure? What kind of interrogation? Naomi? What the hell? Naomi. Is what the Colonel says true? Who are you? 'Cause you want to know yourself, right? Rhodesia? What's now known as Zimbabwe? Isn't it enough to understand who you are now? Your big brother. What? Gray Fox? And he brought you back to America. Who is he? You mean Big Boss? So, were your prayers answered? To kill me? Is that all you cared about? Do you still hate me? What about Liquid and the others? Naomi, you didn't kill that doctor too, did you? So that ninja, I mean Gray Fox, he's come here to kill me? Those enzymes recognize the target's DNA? Huh? And then they cause a heart attack? You must have programmed that thing to kill me too, right? Do I still have time? Huh? You weren't. Huh? Naomi! What? What happened to Naomi? What did she mean when she said that FoxDie was a part of this operation? No! Why? Master, what's going on? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What? You mean you had this plan from the beginning? Just to get me to input the detonation code? Who the hell are you? Ace in the hole? What the? Who are you anyway? Where are you? So who is it? Liquid, how the... Can't you open the security lock here? Why did you disguise yourself as Master? What the hell are you talking about? What? A diversion? Are you telling me Naomi was working with the Pentagon? What? There's a vaccine? Why is that? A bug in the virus's programming? I was the favorite, huh? How do I stop it? So what do I do? He's not using his naked eyes? Yeah, that thing that looks like a shield. So he'll be blinded. So that will stop it? You intentionally designed it with a weak point? Last option? What the hell? Did that do it? So it is you. Fox, why? What do you want from me? What about Naomi? Why? Liquid, you're still alive. I'm fighting. What are you really after? Is that the only reason? What? Created? Super baby method. What? The genome soldiers. Sacrifices. So the genome soldiers mean that the experiments were a success? What? You want Big Boss's DNA so you can save your family? It's very touching. You're telling me that your genes are ordering you to save the genome soldiers? Meryl! Is she alive? I'm talking about FoxDie. Colonel, can you hear me? What is the Pentagon trying to do? Colonel, answer me. What for? What? What? How? Are you sure? Mei Ling, what happened to the Colonel? What happened? The President ordered this? How do you plan on explaining a nuclear attack on Alaska to the media? So, you didn't mean to kill the DARPA chief after all. And you could care less about what happens to everybody else, huh? What are you talking about? Meryl? Meryl! Otacon. Together forever. Are you okay? Otacon, can you move? What happened to Liquid? What happened to the air raid? Colonel, what happened? Arrested? Acting alone? What happened to the air raid and the nuclear strike? Colonel? What? Are you gonna be okay? What about me? How is she? What about me? When am I gonna go? What do you mean? Yeah, so when's mine up?
So what are you gonna do? Continue your research? You giving up your stealth camo? Hal and Dave.